guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time it is that you're watching from. It's a new week, and I'm so glad to be here with you guys again for another new weekly reading. So this is your reading for February 12th through the 18th of 2018, and it's a big week. I've got lots to touch on here with you guys. Definitely I want to get to the reading, the tarot reading for the week, but I want to touch on some astrology at the end also. I'm not an astrologer, but I do love astrology, and I do see and feel and know and believe how it's all connected with everything, because I believe everything is connected, which is why I provide and present a unique perspective on things for people. And a lot of you know this already about me, but for any new people out there watching or following, I provide a unique perspective for people because I do believe that everything is connected, and I know a lot of people believe that as well. But the thing that's different and unique about me is that I really have this ability to kind of connect the dots for people, to show people how things are connected, to explain, how things are related and connected, and bring it into a tangible way. Being a triple earth myself, so my sun sign is Taurus, my rising sign is Virgo, and my moon sign is Capricorn. All three are earth signs, so that makes me a triple earth, which makes me very, very grounded and practical, and sometimes very stubborn, admittedly, immovable at times, although I really, because I see how everything is connected, I can also see the need, especially in my case, for agility and curiosity and flexibility, because they help tremendously with everything in life. And so I like to really be able to help people in a way that combines things that maybe they may not have initially thought to combine. So combining the tarot cards with life coaching and dream interpretation, and bits and pieces of astrology here and there, and to combine all of that with what is going on in your life right now and make it really, really understandable and tangible and actionable, implementable. It's really, really kind of a game changer in making decisions in your life. I know a lot of people have a lot of difficulty making decisions with things sometimes, and a lot of times it's fear that holds us back, and a lot of times our intuition is really kind of pushing us to go for something, like sometimes so strongly something that's really driven by your intuition, but you're afraid to take action on it. And so I really, really offer a unique perspective in helping people take action on their inner wisdom, their intuition, and seeing how everything's connected, what their dreams are telling them, what the cards are telling them, what's going on in their life, like physically. There's symbolism in that as well, and it all has meaning. And we all kind of tend to assign meaning sometimes, which may not actually always be accurate, or there may just be missing pieces and blind spots. So just wanted to review that with you guys. I know most of you know this already, but for any new people out there, wanted to make that clear for you guys. So let's get into this. Let's get to your tarot reading for the week of February 12th through 18th, 2018. And then at the end, I'm going to touch on a little bit of astrology, because it's kind of a big week astrologically also, which is always really, really fun. So again, it's a general reading for everybody, so some of these things may apply in different ways to people, and it may not apply to everybody necessarily. So if you're interested in working with me, send me a private message. I will, at the end of this, I'll put a link in the comment section. For those of you on Facebook and YouTube, I'll put a link in the comment section where you can book a call or session with me. And for Instagram, it's just the website is youcanbook.me/Jenn Smith Coaching, and it's Jenn with 2 N's. And maybe what I'll do for Instagram is I'll create some kind of a picture for that for you guys, because I can't really put it in the comments, I don't think, for you guys. So here we go. this is interesting. Curiosity is one of the things that comes up in the astrology for the week. And my dog is getting curious over here with something. Sniffing around, poking his head in things under the chair. Hey, you chewing on a basket? Yeah? You gonna come say hi? You come say hi to everybody? This is my boy. Okay, let's get started for your weekly reading. Curiosity is part of what's coming up for the week, this week, so that's cool. I think I need a little bit more space here. Let's see. Interesting. Travel. Travel kind of comes up a little bit in the astrology for the week also. And new beginnings. Yep. Very cool. See, I love how the tarot is so connected with astrology sometimes, and dreams and everything else. Everything's connected. It's just an amazing, beautiful thing. Okay, so at the center of the week, we've got like needing to ask for help, needing to ask somebody for help, or ask your guidance, your higher wisdom, your like seeking out to your faith. Hey, Michael, thanks for watching. I'm just getting started here. So at the center of the week, we've got the Three of Rods, which represents asking for help in some area. So there will be something coming up for you where you're going to need some kind of guidance this week and want to ask for help. Asking through prayer or meditation or another person. But really, when you need help this week, ask for it. It's definitely, the help is out there. Like, the answers are out there as well, even if you're just asking, like, your intuition or your inner wisdom or your guidance, your angels, whoever you pray to. Asking for help this week is kind of at the center of this. So we also have lots of rods, so lots of spiritual stuff. So out of the first 5 cards, 4 of them are rods, and then the other one is the death card. So the ending of something this week and new beginnings. This is very much in alignment because we have a new moon coming up on Wednesday, which is all about new beginnings. But when there is a new beginning, it's typically following an ending of some kind. So something may be ending this week. We'll pull more cards and see, what else we can get from that. And also some type of accomplishment. This week is going to be very, very accomplished. Like a spiritual accomplishment, a business accomplishment. You may have some kind of big accomplishment at work that you get through. Or even feeling accomplished after having asked your inner wisdom, your guidance, your higher power, your angels, whoever you pray to. Asking for help is really going to help you get to a huge accomplishment this week on a spiritual level and possibly with business as well. And this is so cool because this is representing that you are spiritually supported in whatever it is that comes up, whatever that you need to do, whatever is going on. You are spiritually backed and supported in this. And it also indicates there may be something coming up with travel. There may be some kind of travel this week, which I was going to mention on later in the astrology as well. Mercury is going to, I wanted to wait till the end, but it's hard not to. So we've got a new moon coming up this week on Wednesday, which is also a solar eclipse, where the moon comes in between the earth and the sun, a solar eclipse. So, but close to this alignment is going to be Mercury, which also kind of has stuff to do with travel. So, okay, let's see. What else have we got going on? What's to come? Yep, very, very cool. I was kind of expecting to see this card, the 8 of Cups. Very, very awesome, guys. You guys are going to be moving to a higher level within yourselves and letting the past go, leaving the past behind, letting go of whatever it needs to have been let go of, which is what we've been working on the past 2 weeks after the full moon lunar eclipse. that had just happened a couple weeks ago. So moving to a higher level, which is like right below the Death card and the King of Rods. So moving to a higher level of awareness, understanding, actual being, moving to a higher level within yourself after having let go of something and moving to a higher level of accomplishment, spiritually and within your business. So very awesome, guys. And along with moving to a higher level within yourselves comes letting go of the past, leaving it behind. Awesome. We also have the King of Swords. So very, very accomplishing week. Looks like a great week for lots of accomplishments, spiritually, business-wise, and then also in communication, which is also what Mercury represents, and I was going to get to at the end. When things are so connected, sometimes it's really hard to compartmentalize them. So, you know, I'll get to more of the astrology at the end also, but I'm going to have to weave it in because it fits. It's connected. They work together. So, communication, like really good accomplishments with communication, improving your communication, having an effective communication leading to an accomplishment of some sort, which could also be on a spiritual or business level as well. So, okay, what we also have, I love this. So this is also the meeting a foreign person card. So you may also, which also kind of love and relationships is astrologically indicated for the week as well. So this is interesting. You might be meeting somebody this week who might be the one who you end up asking for help in a situation. Or even if you're not specifically asking for help, just having a communicating with them, speaking with this person who either is going to be a foreign person or someone of like a different nationality than you. Or even just somebody that you've never met before, meaning they're a new person in your life. Having a conversation with them, they're going to have a piece of information that's going to help you. And you will likely also have a piece of information that's going to help them. So the travel thing kind of indicates more like maybe you had planned on going somewhere, but feel like maybe you can't make that trip after all. Or feeling like there's something out of your control regarding this trip that may have been coming up. There may be little tech snafus or little obstacles that come up if you're planning a trip. So we'll get some more information regarding that as well. But either way, whether you actually take the trip or something happens and prevents you from taking the trip, it's spiritually supported. It's going to be okay no matter what. So let's see. Energies operating in this situation are, of course, the sun. And we have a solar eclipse coming up. New beginnings, new moon. I know, I love it. Too much fun. This is too much fun. So, okay, yeah. Energies operating in the situation are the Hermit, the need to go within, and the search for enlightenment, but through going within. So there's an element of asking for help, and there's an element of going within and finding that balance. And they're like right above each other here. So, searching for enlightenment through connecting with your intuition, going within, connecting with your intuition, your inner wisdom, your inner guidance, your angels, your spirit guides, God, whoever you pray to. All of this is indicated for this week. This need for enlightenment, this need for going within, for receiving information as well. Because even when you ask another person for information, you have to be calm enough and clear enough to be able to receive that information from them, which may require some meditation, some prayer, some mindfulness, some calming down, in order to be able to actually listen and hear what the message is, whether it's coming from your inner wisdom, your intuition, whoever you pray to, or actually like another physical person. You need to be able to be calm and clear enough to receive that information. So that's part of what's at play here this week. Also, the sun, bright new beginnings, restoration, feeling rejuvenated. It looks like a really, really good week overall for everybody. I'm really happy for this and for all of you guys. And I'd love to hear in the comments throughout the week even. comments from the dog. He always thinks I want his comments. But I would love comments from you guys in here, like throughout the week. Give me comments. Let me know how this is playing out for you guys. I would love to hear about it. Definitely a time for bright new beginnings, like feeling rejuvenated and new beginnings. So this is interesting. There's still on one side, there's still maybe some kind of little tiny bit of conflict, inner conflict, feeling like it may be boiling up and leading to a battle with somebody, possibly even related to travel. But it doesn't seem like it's that big of an issue. It's just kind of on the edge, on the fringe there. This is maybe something coming up for some of you guys out there, but it's not that big of a deal, really. I think what's really going to help with that also is definitely going within and asking for help and being able and willing to receive the information is going to help with any potential conflict you may feel regarding a trip. And our outcome cards. The moon. I love, we have the sun and the moon in this reading. This is so cool. This is so cool. Because there's a solar eclipse coming up this week. So, okay, so outcomes. Definitely connecting to like your own individual kind of psychic abilities, because everybody has this. Whether we tap into it or not is another story, but everybody really is able to tap into that inner wisdom and inner knowing that they have all of the time. And so it looks like you guys are going to be doing a lot of that. There may be concern that this is a natural thing that comes up when there are bright new beginnings, restoration to things, rejuvenation, feeling good, feeling awesome. People tend to have the reaction to that of like, when is it all gonna like go away? Is this really real? Is it too good to be true? Like somebody's gonna take something from me surely, right? So really try not to focus on that mindset, because then you'll create that. Granted, it is important to be aware of things and aware of where your energy leaks are. And so if there's a pivot or a change that you need to make because something is maybe either being taken from you or you're being taken advantage in some way, then it's important to know that so that you can change something in that area, so that you can set a boundary, so that you can stop that leak. You know, either it's of things being taken from you in a certain way, energetically or emotionally or physically or whatever, then sure, it's good to be aware of that, but don't create this mindset just because things are going well, because it looks like it's going to be a really great week for everybody. And also a huge week to nurture yourself spiritually. Really, really, really nurture yourself spiritually. Really connect with what it is that guides you and pulls you along and draws you to certain places or certain people, that draws you to do the things that you want to do in the world. Like to let that pull you and guide you, as opposed to having the mindset of having to force yourself to do something. Like let your guidance draw you down that path. This is a big week for that, to really, really nurture yourself spiritually on a spiritual level. So meditation, prayer, breathing, mindfulness, gratitude, all of these things that really kind of build you up spiritually. Definitely a good week to be tapping into these things. Okay. Yeah, I think I covered it pretty much. So let's go with a couple of these. We'll go with the universe has your back, because the universe is doing super cool things this week. Okay. Love it. Love this too, because love is kind of in the air this week. Oh, for 2 reasons. I forgot. It's going to be Valentine's Day also. Okay, so Universe Has Your Back card says, I choose love no matter what. I choose love no matter what. So this could be one of your mantras for the week. I choose love no matter what. When an issue comes up, I choose love no matter what. If something comes up and either gets in the way of my travel or makes me have to take a different flight than I had planned or take a different route than I had planned or maybe cancel the trip altogether, I choose love no matter what. No matter what. Like, really, everything's connected. Okay, and let's do a Wayne Dyer inspiration card. There we go. Train your memory. Interesting. Train your memory. By training your memory, you'll be able to return to early childhood recollections of love, peace, and joy, and back even further to your origination. You might discover that you have more access to your past and your spiritual beginnings than you would have believed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Perfectly in alignment with all of this. I love it. And speaking of alignment, so we have a solar eclipse coming up this week. It's going to be February 15th so the peak of the eclipse will be at 1:51 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Although, and I like to tell you guys the time just because it's fun to know. Oh, I'm so glad you're smiling, Michael. So am I. This is a really great week. I'm really excited for this. And so everybody really put in the comments throughout the week as things come up throughout the week that may have touched on something in this reading. Just share it, I would love to hear how all of this is playing out for you guys. So solar eclipse this week is February 15th at 1:51 p.m. The peak of it will be at 1:51 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Although we will not be able to see it here in the U.S. It will only be visible in the southern part of South America, and then parts of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, and I think I might have read an article that said parts of Antarctica as well. So we won't be able to see it, but we will be experiencing it and feeling it. So again, I'm not an astrologer, but I do love astrology, and so what I'm sharing with you is bits and pieces from several different articles that I've read. So yes, the moon. So during a solar eclipse, the moon comes in between the Earth and the Sun. So if we have the Earth here and the Sun here, the moon comes in between those and blocks the light of the Sun, so the Earth can't see the light of the Sun. Although it won't be visible for us, it's a partial eclipse for the southern parts of South America, so they'll get to see a tiny bit of it, but it still affects the whole world. Totally affects the whole world. And so eclipses, let's see, let me get to this. So there's a couple other things happening around the eclipse. So it's an alignment, it's a beautiful alignment, and close to this alignment will be Mercury. Mercury will be close to the vicinity of this alignment between Earth, Moon, Sun. And Mercury has to do with, so what it will bring to this eclipse is a focus on thinking and communication and some travel as well. So it's a time to get curious and a time to be agile, because Mercury is curious and agile. So curious and agile in your travel plans, kind of what came up in the reading as well. Curious and agile in your thinking and in your communication. So we also had an indication of an accomplishment related to communication. So you may get curious, and how am I going to communicate this? How am I going to think about this before I communicate it? And this will bring about for you an accomplishment. It will help you speak very clearly. It will help you have an accomplishment with your communication. So also close to this alignment with the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun are two asteroids. Juno, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but it looks like Hygeia, Hygeia. So Juno is an asteroid, Juno was originally like a moon goddess, referred to as a moon goddess. So close to this solar eclipse it's just awesome. I love it. So feminine energy. Juno represents feminine energy and soulmates and love and commitment. So this will be close to this alignment. And so again, this is also the time of a new moon. So let me just jump back for a second. So we're also having the new moon, February 15th. This new moon will be happening at 2:05 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So just about, like 20 minutes after the eclipse. And new moons are a time to plant the seeds of how you want to show up in the world, plant the seeds for what you want to create and manifest in the world. And the new moon is happening in Aquarius, which is very humanitarian and very much about helping others. So what seeds do you want to plant in the area of how you want to show up in the world and what you have to offer and give to the world, and how you can have a positive impact in the world. So this is what the new moon is about. The new moon is about planting seeds for what you want and what you want to create and manifest, and how you want to show up in a humanitarian way and help people, how you can help yourself as well. Granted, when you're helping others, you have to originally, underneath that, be coming from a place of a full and overflowing cup. So self-care is going to be huge. And self-care regarding your spirituality is super, super huge this week. Okay, so where was I going with this? Back to Juno. So new moon, planting seeds, setting the intentions for what it is that you want and want to create. And close to this solar eclipse is Juno, an asteroid, which is related to divine feminine energy and soulmates and love and commitment. So what is it that you want in love? How do you want to show up in a relationship? Yeah, good question, right? If you're willing to share it, put it in the comments and let me know. So this is a thing that will be coming up this week, like thinking about commitments, thinking about love, thinking about what it is that you want, and then starting to really plant those seeds to manifest that. And then the other asteroid close to this alignment for the solar eclipse is Hygeia, which refers to hygiene. So there will also be a focus on health and natural and traditional medicines and healing. So maybe there are areas there's something in this area where you want to show up in the world. Do you want to show up in the world and have something to offer regarding love, or meeting your soulmate, or, you know, the healthcare industry, natural and traditional medicines, healing, all of these things. So this is exciting for me because this is like my whole jam, right? As a Reiki master and a tarot reader and a life coach, I'm a healer. So this is super awesome. And I love to help people heal in the areas of love and relationships, and taking that next step despite fear, because everybody has fear, right? And fear holds us back, but it doesn't have to. And so this is why I love to show you guys how your dreams have meaning and symbolism and huge keys to what's going on in your subconscious or unconscious mind, what's holding you back, how you can work through that, and connecting the dots with that and life coaching and tarot. So this is an exciting week, especially for me, but it's going to be exciting for everybody. It really is. It's definitely a week of new beginnings in a huge, huge way, because not only do we have the new moon, which is all about new beginnings, we also have the solar eclipse. We also have Juno and Hygeia right close to this alignment, putting a focus on love and relationships and soulmates and commitment and health and natural and traditional medicine and healing. So this is beautiful, but what it's really, really going to take is you guys really connecting to your inner wisdom, really, really connecting to your inner wisdom, getting still, searching for that enlightenment, asking for help when you need to, whether you're asking your intuition or your higher power, or your angels or God or the universe, or even just another person. Every conversation that you have with people, they're going to have a little tidbit of information that's going to be helpful for you, and you're also going to have something for them. This is a great, great week for this. So get still and get clear and be able to receive all of the information that's out there for you. and really, really nurture yourself spiritually this week. And we have Valentine's Day, right? The day before. It's the day before, February 14th. The day before our new moon and solar eclipse is Valentine's Day. So, huge week for love, huge week for relationships, soulmates, commitment, health and healing, and moving to a higher level within yourself, leaving the past behind, planting new seeds for what it is that you want to create and how you want to show up in the world. A focus on humanitarianism. Is a beautiful week. I'm really, really excited for you guys. So, leave comments below on how all of this stuff is playing out for you throughout the week. You can contact me for readings and dream interpretations and coaching. You can send me a private message if you want, or I will put a link in the comments here for my calendar so you can book a call with me. And I can't wait to hear from you, and I can't wait to hear how amazing your week is going. So awesome, guys. I love you. I will see you soon.